Hey, this is Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum the Guitar Podcast, and today I'm cashing in on the clickbait madness by talking about the PRS John Mayer Silver Sky. Yep, that's what my notes say. That's what it's called. I didn't remember because honestly, I don't care. I don't care about this guitar at all. I don't care about any of the controversy of PRS making a Strat style guitar. I don't care about the price. I think the price is fine. There's lots of PRS guitars that are way more expensive than that. There's lots of Strat copies out there that are way more expensive than that are a lot closer to, Fender's version or original version of the Strat. So why is everyone so worked up about this? I think John Mayer and PRS are just kind of lightning rods. And PRS is, kind of one of the bigger kind of brands out there right now as far as guitars go. And, John Mayer is one of the big names in playing guitar. So they're both lightning rods for attention. And whenever there's attention on something, every YouTuber and blogger in the world is going to crawl out of their dark cave and try to bait people in with fancy headlines and pictures of people making ugly faces like, oh, I can't believe it. By the way, I should probably make some of those faces right now to use as the cover for this video. What should I do? Should I do like pointing at it and like, or like, I can't believe it. Oh, it makes me so angry. I hope I get a good cover off of those parts there so that people see the video and they click on it and I make those sweet, sweet YouTube dollars. Yeah, getting rich. Like $15 per video at a time over a year and a half. Yeah, making that money. But anyways, like I said, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I'm not angry at this guitar. I honestly don't care about anything John Mayer's ever done. Not because I don't like him, just he's not someone I listen to. It's not someone I spend any time thinking about. And typically I'm not, into most PRS guitars, so it really doesn't mean anything to me. I figured I'd spend the back end of this video, though, after making fun of clickbaity type stuff and clickbaiting you here to watch this. Obviously, I'm doing it. I'm just as guilty as anyone. But I figured I might as well spend some time talking about the actual visual design of this guitar. People were really happy about the way I covered the visual design of some Gibson custom shop stuff a while back. So I think I'm going to make that a regular thing that I do. Up here, I've got a shot of the PRS Silver Sky. Checking my notes again for the name. Versus, a standard Stratocaster by Fender. And I've got an overlay here to kind of compare their lines. I'll look at the overlay. I lined it up so that the bridges and the nuts line up and the strings and frets almost line up perfectly. I mean, you're going to get some variation photo to photo just because of the angle. I actually don't know the scale length of the PRS, so it might be different. I'm assuming it's the same as a Fender scale length. Something I noticed right away is that there are variations in the body shape. Obviously, PRS put their neat little cutaway relief in the bottom horn there, which I think was a great design move. Brands it strongly as a PRS guitar and not something else. But they've got a 3x3 like tuner layout on the headstock, which I've always liked Strat style guitars that have a 3x3 headstock as something to mix it up and make it funky. I have no problem with this. I like their solution for the truss rod cover. Really neat little silver tab there. The thing that I really like about this guitar is the hardware they came out with. When I saw pictures leaking onto the internet and people posting them around and all the rage that was happening, I was like, where can I buy those switch tips? That switch tip looks pretty good. And looking at it now, I also want to buy the output jack. They've redesigned, the Fender bullet-shaped output jack to be their own thing, and I just think it looks really slick. I wish aftermarket parts makers were making variations of classic parts with this level of like different style, different design angle to it. It's a little bit classier, a little bit cleaner, kind of has like a smooth domed look to it. I think it looks really neat. I like the shape of the pick guard. coming down the tail towards it. You'll notice that on a normal Strat, there's kind of like an offset, uneven line in between the output jack and the pickguard, where there's a much more even line on the PRS version. The bridge looks standard to me, standard Strat style bridge, tremolo, 6 screws, the bent metal saddles on it. Looks just fine to me. I'm sure it plays great and sounds great. There is a difference in the body shape along where the top horn meets the neck pocket there. The PRS has a much deeper cut. I'm not saying much, but really that looks like about an inch. It goes in about an inch deeper than the Strat does. The top horn looks like it dips down a little bit lower than the Strat, but that could be an angle difference between the two photos. Also, the lower horn looks a little shorter, but also that could be, the photos being different. The rest of the body looks spot on, like really, really close. There's a little bit of a difference here, but like I said, photo issues could cause that. Even the Strat buttons line up. The control layout is almost dead on. The pickups are dead on with their placement. But I think it's an interesting solution. Obviously, John Mayer wanted to work with PRS instead of Fender. He likes a Stratocaster style guitar, and that's what he's designed. Like, no big deal. I don't think anyone should be upset about this. I think John Mayer and PRS fans, you combine those two circles into a Venn diagram, and everyone in the middle is going to be really excited about this. And honestly, the price isn't that big of a deal compared to all sorts of other stuff that's out there these days. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude comments if you like this channel. Support it on Patreon. That's really what I want to push this year. I think that's going to make the biggest difference into helping me produce more content and justify making this stuff to entertain you. All right, later, guys.